Hello everyone and welcome to the channel. I'm Emmanuel, I'm an airline pilot, and in today's video I want to show you how to use your external lights on the Airbus A320 family. I'm going to go through a standard flight sequence over here, so let's get right into it. We're gonna start with how you'd find the aircraft in a cold and dark state, and that is basically any and all of those switches turned off. Now, during your pre-flight preparation, you want to make two settings over here, and that is on one inside you put the nav and logo switch into the 1 position, and 1 is the standard position used over here. 2 is normally only used when there is a defect in one of the lights associated with the 1 position. You also want to turn your strobe light into the auto position. The background for that one is that if the switch is in the auto position, the light itself is going to be off on the ground. As you can see over here, there is nothing flashing anywhere outside, but the aircraft nonetheless has the capability of turning the light on automatically if you forget to switch the switch on prior to takeoff, as the air ground sensor is going to automatically turn them on when the lights are in the auto position and the aircraft senses that it is in the air. Now, this is the normal setting that you would use during the pre-flight on the ground. There is no need to make any special or dedicated switching at night, it is only that. Once you're cleared for pushback or cleared for engine startup, you are going to turn the beacon light on. The beacon warns your ground crew that danger is going to be caused by the aircraft soon, and the beacon light is the one flashing red up here, indicating to you that the aircraft, or that the immediate area around the aircraft, should now be vacated. So this is how we start the aircraft up. Once our taxi clearance is received, we're gonna switch the nose light to taxi and the runway turn-off light into the on position. And this provides the greatest possible illumination of the area in front of the aircraft, so that you can see where you are rolling. Now, once you're cleared to line up on the runway, the strobe light is going to be switched into the on position. The reason we do this is because by law we are required to have the strobes on once we enter the runway, and normally having the switch in the auto position is not going to turn those lights on until the aircraft is in the air. For that reason, we use the on position on the strobe lights once the lineup clearance is received. When takeoff clearance is received, we are going to switch on the landing lights and the nose light into the takeoff position, and that is the configuration sequence within which we are going to do the takeoff. Basically, all switches are in on, except for the wing light and the nav and logo light, which is kept in the 1 position. Now, as soon as we're in the air and the flaps are retracted into the 0 position, the nose light is turned off and the runway turn-off light is turned off. The reason for this is that both lights are located on the forward nose gear assembly, so once that is retracted into the nose gear bay, those lights are basically useless anyway, so you might as well turn them off. Now, when we're in the air and we are passing 10,000 feet in the climb normally, or if we're in an airspace where VFR traffic is allowed above 10,000 feet, that would be North America for the most part, we are going to keep the landing lights on, and only once we're above that airspace, so normally above 10,000, or in North America normally above 18,000, that is when we are going to switch the landing lights into the retract position. Be careful that you actually switch them to retract and not just to off, since off is going to remain the lights in the slipstream of the air, and that would create additional drag and therefore fuel usage. Now, when we're in the air and we are flying through icing conditions and the aircraft starts icing up and is not fitted with an automatic ice detector, that is where the wing light comes in usable. Under those conditions, you would turn the wing light on, and then you would have a look outside the aircraft and look at the leading edges, which can be pretty hard to see, as you can see, but you would use the wing light to illuminate the leading edge in order to spot any ice that might be visible on the leading edge, and if there is any icing up there, we would turn the wing anti-ice on. But that is the only use of the wing light. So after that we can turn it back off again as soon as the icing has been dealt with. Now, when we're in the descent and we are again entering an airspace where VFR traffic could be expected, or descent below 10,000 feet respectively, we are going to turn the landing lights back into the on position. And later on during the approach, as we extend the landing gear, we are also going to switch the nose light on and the runway turn-off light back on. And this is the configuration of lights which we are going to use during the landing. Now, once we have vacated the runway, we are going to switch the strobe light back into the auto position, as that is going to turn the strobe lights back off again once we leave the runway. And then we're also going to turn off the landing light and switch the nose light back into the taxi position, which again puts us into the taxi configuration, so you have the area in front of the airplane illuminated by your runway turn-off lights and your taxi lights. And once we are about to turn into the gate, we switch the nose light and the runway turn-off lights off so that we don't blind the ground crew. So this is the configuration you would use to enter the gate. Once the aircraft is parked, we are going to shut down our engines, and as soon as the engines have run down, we are going to turn the beacon light off, and we also ensure once again that the wing light is actually turned off due to the danger of the wing light's heat actually causing a fire on a jetway if one should dock on the two left door on the Airbus A321. And this again is your parking configuration. You would keep this configuration whenever the aircraft is powered up, but when you intend to power the aircraft down completely, once the power is actually removed, you're going to switch the nav and logo light off and the strobe light off as well. And that is how you use the external lights on a normal flight in your Airbus A320 family. I hope that you found this video interesting. Be sure to leave your feedback in the comments below and let me know if there's another topic you would like me to cover. For now, I would like to say thank you very much for watching, hope that you learned something. Be sure to like, comment and subscribe, and if you really love what I'm doing on this channel, I would appreciate a small donation through the Buy Me a Coffee link in the video description below. Thank you for watching, and I see you all again on the next one.